Hey everybody, so this video starts with some comparisons of the Kruzer and the Deus 2 because I was out with both machines that day, just a few targets that I started with, and then I wanted to go off and just do some digging with the Deus 2, see what that could do on its own. So you'll see what I find with the Deus 2 alone, including one of my favorite finds. Really something incredible happened that day. I'm pretty sure the Kruzer would have hit that too, but yes, Deus 2, the first day out testing this machine, I found something really amazing. So I hope you enjoy the video. I really appreciate the support that you give me. Stay tuned, there's more coming, and moving on. Have fun.
50s, 58, 60. It's hitting that solid. Now I missed that on my first pass with that machine. You can't find everything. You can never find everything with any machine you're using. The Kruzer picks that up beautifully and says it's 30s, 40s. Okay, I'll come back to you when I found that. Okay, so that's the target that both machines were hitting quite strong. It's just a piece of copper. It could have been something interesting. Yeah, moving on. Let's have a look at this one. Strong signal, jumpy numbers. Possibly a little bit grunty, but not bad. 70s, sorry, 70s, 80s. 60s to 80s the other direction, but a strong signal. The Deus in general mode, well, it just catches it. Reading 8, 2, 3. Doesn't hardly catch it that way at all. No number, 0, 0. 01. So this will be interesting. Now, according to the Deus, that would be iron. So I'll come back to you in a minute when I found it. Well, I don't know what it is yet. Do you know what it is yet? Yeah, Kruzer was giving me a banging signal on this, but the Deus didn't like that. Didn't like it at all. It's an iron ring. Okay. So, Kruzer gave me a good signal because it's round. Don't know if there's any patterning on that. Could be just a washout, but it could also be something else. Well, we'll clean that up and take a look at it later. So, don't know. Again, which is better, Kruzer registering the round shape, or the Deus registering that was definitely iron. Kruzer had a little bit of a grunt in it too, to say that it was probably iron. Don't know. We'll have a look later. Here's another one. 30s, 40s, 50s, 20s, jumpy. Don't know about that one. Let's have a look with the Deus. Sorry about the wind noise, guys. Try and keep you out of it if I can. 70, stable 70. Also that way, stable 70. Yep, 70. Interesting. Come back to you in a minute. It's out, screaming, and it's a screaming 70. The number hasn't moved, even though it's out of the hole. And this is a 38, 39, 40. Button. Let's have a look. Oh. It's in there. Oh. Okay. Oh, look at the imprint. Cool. And that was a Swiss coin. It's not particularly old. But that's cool. Look at the shield on that. That will be, oh, look at the imprint. I love a good imprint. That's a 1 Rappen coin, so that would be 1938. Yeah, okay. First coin. Now I would have to say the Deus, that really hit that strong. Stable 70, whether it was in the hole or out. The Kruzer did get it, and you would dig it, but the numbers were not stable. More stable when it was out of the hole, but it did definitely struggle before. Cool. Moving on. I thought I'd better record this. My very first find. Not a very amazing signal, a little bit jumpy, is this nail. So that's the first find with the Deus 2. I gotta record that. Moving on. And my first good relic for today. This is the third find with the Deus 2. The first one was a nail. The second one was some kind of tag, which I have to clean up. And the third one, the great big button. Very cool. Let's have a look at this one together. 77, 75, 80. Haven't got used to the pinpoint side of things yet, as you can probably tell. Okay, the ground is so hard because it's frozen. Top couple of inches, but you know, if you're going to test the machine, you're going to have to test it in some rough conditions, because it's not always going to be. Oh, it's out. Still 77. There's one thing I'm already noticing about this machine, is that the ID with the Kruzer often changes when you get it out, but with this it often stays the same or similar. Something in there somewhere. Okay, we have it's gone. That's falling out. It's in this bit of dirt here. Okay. Really? Okay. I don't know. No idea what that is. Meh. Okay. Moving on. Well, I had quite a good signal with the Deus 2. I was wondering what on earth that was. Still wondering what on earth that is. It's tiny. It's cool. But I've absolutely no idea. It's machine made, so it's not that old, but you know, that goes to show, you know, the Kruzer can pick up tiny targets as well, but this Deus obviously can. Man, that's cool. See you the next. So I just had an 80 signal. Oh, I can see it. It's a whacking great big musket ball. Okay. Cool. Slowly getting to know the numbers. It's going to take a while for me to learn this machine. Okay. Yeah, but I like musket balls. Very cool. Moving on. Okay, let's try and get you out of the wind. Let's play my favorite game. Coin or button? Ooh. Okay, I'm already going to stop. I'm going to stop right there. That looks like silver. I'm not going to try and take this dirt off here. I'm going to have a look later. Okay, first day out with the Deus. Yeah, not too bad. Moving on. That's another interesting piece to look at. It's lead. Obviously had a shape of some kind at some point. So we'll clean that up later and we'll have a look. Well, it's a fun relic to find. Oh, it still works. Oh, turn the tip water off in case it starts running. Yeah. Fantastic. I love that. Wonder if I can do something with that. Maybe I can. So, to do a wrap up for this one, getting used to the Deus 2. That was the very first target I found on its own, you know, without the comparing with the Kruzer, just trying it out on its own. That was the very first old nail that I found with it. I do like to find these old nails. There was this one, which was a comparison with the Kruzer. I think it's just rust on it. I don't think there's any detail. I think it's an old iron washer. Yeah, kind of cool, but you know, the Deus clearly said that was iron. There was a tag that I found with the Deus 2, but I didn't film it. It was very cold that day and I was very quickly losing the battery. But you can see there's some lines in that. I can't make out anything. It's very brittle and not very old. There were some other bits. There was this, which was also a comparison between the two, I think. Button, that was a really cool find. It's a very, very old button. You can see the shank is not central and it's big. There was this mystery find which I had later on after my battery died. Unfortunately, it couldn't keep up with the cold. Little kind of clothes hook or something like that. Or perhaps it's a button. This would have been sewn into the cloth and then that would have been used as a button, possibly. The coin, the first coin that I found when I was comparing the Kruzer with the Deus, that's a really nice find. I like to find those. Nearly 100 years old. I found some mystery blobs. This is very, very heavy. Very heavy. So I guess it's, I would have said lead, but obviously it's rusty, so I think it's not. But I guess it's quite old. So that one will be handed in. I found this, which is clearly a hinge of something. But it's cool. It would also get handed in case it's old. I found this, which is very strange. It turns out it's not aluminium. I have to test it to see what else it is, and it's this kind of circular ring thing that's been put over this other item, but it's totally misshapen. I have no idea what it was supposed to be, but it's cool. And it's quite heavy, so I'll have to test that and see what that's made of. These, now I thought they were musket balls, and I think one of them might be, but you see that dot in the top of this one? Well, actually the underside of it is totally flat, so it stands nicely like that with this dot in the top, and there might be some other markings around it. I can't see it clearly. It looks like there are lines in places. So I think that might be a gaming piece, but I'm not entirely sure. A very old nail, which could be a Roman hobnail, not sure. Another mystery musket ball type thing, which I think is a musket ball, but it has this little bit of a flat piece there, but it doesn't stand as nicely as the other one, so I think that's just a musket ball that might have hit something. There is this. Now this is a lovely item. It's made from lead. You can see that there's detail on that. I won't try and unbend that anymore because I think that will break. And you can see it's beautiful with the pattern on it. It would have had pattern all the way around that. And that's obviously bent over, so that would have been up straight. And there is a pattern there also, but I'm not going to unbend that either. But that's lovely to find bits of lead with that kind of pattern in. And that tiny item there, which I'm still not sure what it is, could be a piece of jewellery. I can't think what else it would be. And the best find of the day is that Assis duplex, 2 Assis, which is a type of coinage used in Switzerland. This is nearly 400 years old. It's early 1600s that this was made, and it's beautiful. So yeah, it's an amazing find. It's an amazing coin. I'm very, very happy with it. Obviously, Deus 2 hit that really well. I didn't live dig that because it was cold. I didn't have much battery left, so I was trying to find as many targets as I could during that time. Shame I didn't live dig it, but yeah, I'm sure the Deus would have, the Kruzer, I'm sure the Kruzer would have hit that too. It wasn't very deep. And then one last item, which was like a comedy item, is this, which actually I think is wonderful. It's obviously a tap, and I love it. It still turns, which I think is amazing. Yeah, beautiful thing. And I'll see if I can do something with that. Not sure what, but I'll think of something. Anyway guys, thanks very much for watching. Now we'll leave you on, so far, the oldest find that I've had with the Deus 2. And actually that's the biggest silver hammered coin I've found so far as I'm aware. But it's amazing. Thank you very much for watching, and moving on.